Great. Thank you so much, Sarah. I hope everyone online can hear me. My name is Winifred Nakandi from Uganda. I traveled from Kampala, Uganda for this conference. I have been doing this advocacy for about 4 years now, and this is one of our fine products that we've developed, menstrual product. But as we are all grappling with unavailability of such products and the fact that not everyone has access to dignified menstrual products, I wonder if you have thought about a community where women actually do not wear undergarments, or women are not supposed to use the same facilities as men. So this happens to be the reality of women and girls in different parts of northern eastern Uganda. Women are made to believe that if they use the same facilities as men or their male in-laws, they would become blind or barren. So what happens right now is in northern Uganda, for example, as I've mentioned, girls or menstruators are not supposed to use the same hygiene facilities as the male counterparts. So what are the options? Because there are no facilities that are strictly for females or males in a household where people live together. So they're supposed to use bushes as areas of convenience. And also in Karamoja, for example, wearing an undergarment is unheard of. Girls or women do not wear knickers or panties. So what do they do when they menstruate? They're supposed to squat down on sand for the menstrual blood to flow through the sand. So they're supposed to do that all the days of the menstrual cycle. And as we know, maybe even here, some religions still take menstruation to be dirty. So when you're on your menstrual period, you're not supposed to fellowship with your other counterparts, the same faith. What I know is an intervention that we need to consider is, all right. As I told you, we provide these reusable sanitary pads and many other menstrual products. However, this has seemed to be secondary now. While we are practicing this, we have discovered that the need to educate people about menstrual hygiene and health and SRHR in general is more paramount and primary in this work. We have also discovered that it is paramount to work on the availability of water. We cannot talk about menstrual hygiene without considering the availability or not of water. Water in the global south is not something that is available everywhere in every household. So the reason I've been given as to why some girls or menstruators are supposed to squat and menstruate into sand is because there is no water to wash their undergarments. So we cannot talk about menstrual hygiene in the absence of water. And also there is need to aggressively reach remote areas that in Uganda we call hard to reach areas. The areas that are in mountainous regions where ordinary cars that are not high definition cannot help the reach. So there is need to be aggressive in finding these people. In such areas, women and girls face the highest forms of violence, sexual and gender-based violence, because there is no one to reach out to them. And they do not usually benefit from the conventional NGO services. They usually target people in accessible areas. What we have done as an organization, as Musichana Uganda, is we have distributed reusable sanitary pads, and we've educated over 9,000 girls and women in Uganda, ages 11 to 24. We have also identified peer educators that we engage regularly for refresher training to understand how systems work. When I come to a conference like this, I get to pick more information, much more knowledge from you researchers and scholars. And when I go back to Uganda, I am able to pass on this knowledge, but I'm not able to reach 9,000 people at a go. So the peer educators that we've identified help us with disseminating information. Also, at local level, we have engaged district local governments in the areas where we work, and we've succeeded in achieving two separate sanitary facilities in schools in Sebe sub-region. In Uganda, it is extremely important to separate these facilities because it offers more privacy for menstruators, and also because of the scarcity of water that I mentioned. Many times girls are moving around with stained clothes here and there. But also we are making efforts to reach girls and women in hard to reach areas. We have extended these services intentionally to these areas because we know the heights of violence associated with such areas. However, I have to inform you that this work is hindered by the impassability of roads in hilly areas. As much as we have the goodwill, as much as we have the partners and the network that we have trained to take that work to the local communities, but some roads are simply not passable, especially during rainy seasons. I thank you so much.